Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is the rise of Cornoe and we are slowly increasing our rate of industrialization to kind of match our neighboring countries and, do our kind of the motherland proud. So that's kind of where we're at. In the last episode, we finally hooked up our coal mine. So our coal mine is currently mining away. We've got one single tram running up and down here, bringing in some workers. So we've got the workers over here, and they're mining the coal ore, and we're slowly getting through this. So I think, generally speaking, maybe what I can do is I can up this to like 10. So we'll move a little bit quicker through the coal there. Make sure all of these things are nice and topped up when it gets to coal. One thing that I'm super keen on understanding is whether we could potentially have both the trains in here. That is something that would be awesome. I think it's not too much to ask. This has stopped, I guess, due to the temperatures. Now, we do now have coal that we can bring in, not necessarily from the border, but I think the kind of vehicle fleets that we're going to need to bring it in over here from our coal mining operation might just not quite be good enough for us. I think this is all kind of basic infrastructure. I'm not necessarily going to feed this with any significant inbound stuff. So I think that's kind of generally going to be the way forward for us. I would love to see this guy get back there before this guy empties out. And I think there's a very good chance of it, which means that now we are producing steel at kind of some significant rates here. To be honest, we might even end up filling this guy up. Yeah, so things should start looking up quite nicely with regards to our finances now. We would check at the end of August whether that means we're not necessarily importing as much. This guy is under control, so I think that's okay. This guy does it directly, so we don't actually have anything that's picking up over here. I wanted to do this one. Let's quickly have a look. If we were to expand our and where is the road itself? Okay. So what I might do is let's build this section of road. It's a little bit. Let's build that section of road. I'm quite keen to build that, but what we'll do is we will suspend the construction over there. So if that section of road is built, we should hopefully get, that should be, we can maybe then expand this pathway over here, which will ultimately be kind of needed if we wanted to do a kind of an interim waste management stand or something in this area. So this is going quite well. We're now going to kind of finalize this off. I believe our electrification journey here is still underway, so we are waiting on the track builder to come back in and electrify over here. Let's speed things up a little bit. We need to start thinking about what the next piece of the puzzle is. And I think the idea is let's do a little bit of this so that we can speed up our construction industry. I've been back and forth with regards to what this should be, and I think ultimately, this is going to be the kind of local kind of logistics depot for both Cornoe and Satomic. So everything necessary in this area is going to come into here. So I think the building of an additional construction office in this area is going to be just good because we will need to also do a few things like obviously maintain all of our stuff, right? So let's do that, and let's get. Let's assign our construction crews to come and build that road over there. I want to keep a little bit of an eye on this. I'm not sure I need this just yet. These items, I think we could potentially make a start on. So let's drop in here and make a start on this. I'm also keen that we do that. And we will get that assigned. So we'll get all of these roads kind of built. This guy needs a road, I'm assuming. We're missing it somewhere. Let's just have a quick look what's happening over here. Okay. Okay, so now let's quickly do this. I don't want them to be stuck in over there. So we will be doing some mixed signals like this. Okay, what I'll do is I'll do a mixed signal over there, and I'll do a mixed signal over here, and I'll do a mixed signal over there. So now I understand we'll be able to get everybody to come in. Fortunately, that guy's just emptied out, but that's okay. I think this is gonna be... Get in there. Yes, that is perfect. Ooh, I see. I think they're all connected on this side over here as well. So let's get some mixed signals going over here. I think if we do that, these guys should be quite workable, and we shouldn't be getting stuck here at all. Yes, excellent. So that's going to work. That means we're not going to run out of iron. We're going to be continuously producing. Now, what I'm keen to understand is how quickly this guy could get back here. That guy's finishing off its electrification journey there. Is this awaiting electrification? Okay, it is. So let's just make sure to assign this one and that one as well. Let's just get all of that electrified. So now we've got this section electrified all the way up to here, I guess. So very good. Very good. Construction's underway. I love it. We don't have any... Yeah, lots and lots of iron. So really, we are ramping up good old steel production. Should have nice amounts of steel ready to go everywhere. Now, I don't want us to necessarily be exporting steel. Exactly, we're not exporting steel at all. So I'd rather just fill it up to the end. Now, this has been done, so that's pretty good. At the moment, we're not accepting anybody to come in over here. I don't want any of those people to come and park themselves over here. But this will be quite good. We'll get all of this stuff built. Yes, lots of little construction projects underway. I don't think I necessarily need more people here just yet, but I think we may as well make a little bit of a start on these two also. I don't think they are going to push us over the edge. What I'm kind of keen on doing is doing a little something like this maybe. Something a little to that and to that. So let's get both of these guys kind of under construction. No, these guys. That one. This one and that one. This is going to take a little bit of time to get that built, but I think that's working. I don't mind this one little wire across there. I mean, it is a bit of a messy situation. And then the other piece of construction that I think we should be starting on is getting all of this set up so that we can expand from a heating perspective. So let's quickly have a look. What do we need to build? So we need to build this guy. Okay, so get me upstairs so I can see whether we... okay. Road. I see. Okay. So given that's the case, I think what we'll do is let's trim this guy back up to, say, there. And I'm kind of tempted to put another waste facility in here. So if we were to go here and say just another big waste stand, I don't think we can get the real big... Oh, we can get the real big one in here. Maybe... Okay, I am going to be on board with that. In order for us to get that built, I would like us to build this one. So let's just make sure to assign our road construction teams over here. So get moving on this, so that then we can slowly start building the rest of the infrastructure so that we can start to expand things a little bit over here. I also want to understand if we go underground, we do have an expansion available in this area, which we could maybe start building because everything else is already there, apart from power. So I think we can definitely sort out the rest of our infrastructure here. What is this guy doing? Okay. There's a couple of things that's busy happening in this area. Okay, so let's pop out and let's start the construction of some of these kind of things here. So if I were to tie that one in there and tie this one in here, and at the same time, we'll probably need what? What kind of pathways do we need? Path is on the back side over there. So what I'm so anyway, for the time being, what we'll do is we'll tie this one in like so as well. So let's get our crews over here and start working on all of this construction, because all of this is ready to go infrastructure. What we don't have in this area is power, and our power will have to make its way from over here. Winter is on its way, so I'm a little bit not wanting to see that just yet. I want to make sure we're doing reasonable. We don't have anybody here at the moment, and I think our electrification is still kind of underway here. That one's done, but this one is almost ready to go. Where are our... interesting. So I guess this guy just filled up. Yes, it did. And this guy's getting back. So I think it's not... we're not going to run out, right? We're really... it's stopped production for the time being. So we're kind of there or thereabouts in terms of our capacity that we can do with our current setup. One of the next things I want to do is kind of start working on the rail over here so that we can build up our loading facility and can bring in iron ore directly from over there. I think that's something that could be quite useful. And maybe what we do is get our a second track builder bought. I think we've got reasonable amounts of money to get a second track builder going so that we can start the journey of building this guy around this way and up to there. I think that's the one. But we want to build all of this, electrify all of that at the same time, probably swap over to some other stuff. So I think another track builder may just be what is on the agenda. This guy's coming back. It's going to finish off that little section. And then the idea would be that we want to electrify all the way into here so that we could potentially, but ultimately we just want to do everything, right? Yeah, so it's just going back, doing its thing over there. There we go. And we'll get all of that electrified. Good stuff. So now we want to electrify the rest from there to there. Shouldn't be the end of the world to get it done. But yeah, lots of little bits and pieces that we need to work on. This is under construction. I guess these things will start to become under construction. That's fine. We need to bring in some power. So let's quickly look at our power. We don't have a power overlay, right? If we had a look at our medium. So we have some power there and there. So the idea being, if we have a look at this guy, he will capture a lot. So I think we need some power to go kind of all the way, maybe in the middle over here. We don't necessarily want to start planning out this, but I think maybe somewhere over here is our power, is our next substation. Maybe one there and one there will then cover off what we need. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. So let's get a couple of substations going as well so we can start readying ourselves for the future. So a little bit of overlap is never a bad thing. So what I'll do is I'll do one substation kind of on that corner over there. And what we'll do is we'll do one substation, I think right here on would we, just have a quick look, curiosity's sake, we could actually run a road straight through there, but I think it's fine. Let's not worry too much about the road networks going here. I think our basic infrastructure is in place here, so I think we should be fine. So let's get another one in there. So that gives us two good spots. We will want to make a start on some of these construction items. And let's bring in a little bit of the low voltage cables. And it's going to be the underground ones, right? No, not high voltage, low voltage. It's going to be the underground ones. I always tempted to leave a couple around just in case we want to further expand. So let's do that. Go underground here and see. So what does this do? Is this a kind of a workable option or not really? Can we run it like that? Then if we drop it down a little bit, there, and then we go back up again, and we'll kind of tie that in. So I think that's the one to get some power going into that direction. Let's get that one moving, and then this guy I want to run over there. So let's see about this, right? If we do that, right? I don't mind that. We're going to make a bit of a turn. Do this. It doesn't want to what? Some other infrastructure's in the way. Okay, well, let's trim it back a tad. So if we go something like that, right? It should still be completely feasible for us to run it like this. And why? Yeah. That's fine. That is fine. I don't want to necessarily take it any deeper than it needs to be. There we go. So I like that idea. So we're trying to keep things fairly, neat and tidy with these things. So there's lots of little construction projects underway. This one's done, I think. Yeah. That's all kind of doing its thing, ready to go here. This is moving. I guess this is moving slowly, getting a little bits and pieces going. And so on and so on. So all of these things will be under construction, getting their construction on. So I think that should be fine in terms of getting power. Now, if we wanted to have another quick look at power, do we have power? Let's just have a look. If I wanted to check power from over here, I think that's absolutely fine. That's a 4 overlap here. It's going to be just fine. If we have a look at power in this location, that's no overlap. Then if we look at power over here, that is in fact overlap. So this is the only one that seems to not have an overlap. We might have some others. Let's get this guy having a look. This guy's a 4 overlap as well. So it's very unique that this guy just has no overlap whatsoever. So anyway, all of these things are doing the rounds. So we do need to electrify a little bit more. We do need to track build a little bit more. I'm not necessarily going to bring in more people here just yet. What I think we will do is let's recommence our construction over here and get the guy to come and do this. So maybe we'll pause ourselves a little bit on a few things, and we'll get this construction to start moving all the way over there. Let's get the other border post connected. I will think that is a good idea. So this guy, how much does this guy have left? 70 tons. I just want to see. Oh, here it comes. Oh, guys, I think we're going to make it 350,000. Look at that. 80,000 in imports. Import profits. I like that. I think if we get the rest of this track built, we can bring in iron ore over here and get the rest of this built so that we have a bit of a storage for iron ore, so that we don't have to worry so much about this thing ever stopping, and we can really ramp up our production. That'll ultimately be the thing, right? Look at this guy. Oh, with like 8 tons left. Wow, what a journey, guys. What a journey. We are building stuff beautifully over here. So construction is underway there. We do need to add ourselves a little bit of a road connection right here, which we will assign to our road crews. Get in here, get it done. We'll assign a bit of construction over there, best we can. I think these things might be... No, they're not suspended. None of these things are suspended, so we should start seeing some good stuff going on. Let's recommence that construction as well. I think this is starting to look pretty good. We can do imports into this area via train, so that's something that might be quite useful. I'm thinking rail distribution office might work in one of these locations. Probably more so on this side than on that side because there's a lot of stuff happening here. Unless we just do a long one. But I guess the idea is that we do... I wanted to do bricks here because now we've got the coal and we've already got the bus stop over here, which is bringing, I guess, sufficient workers in for us to do a brickworks. In which case we don't have to import bricks anymore. I guess that's kind of the plan here for us to slowly get everything sorted out into these areas. I think that is kind of underway. Who's busy building here? So let's just make sure we're getting the max of our construction crews ready to work on some of these things. That one can wait a little bit longer. Okay, so shall we have a bit of a look at bricks then? Let's have a look at walking distance. They can walk all the way up to here. We could do bricks in this location, actually, to not use too much of this space. Let's have a bit of a look at that. I think that could be quite good. We could do bricks straight away. What am I after? I am after a brick factory. So we could do this. And we could even pop a little something in here so you can actually upload bricks here. Or upload. You can load up on bricks in this location. So look at that, right? This one, this spot right there is going to be so good for us. It's going to be cheap. We're going to be able to get workers here, I'm pretty sure. We'll have to have a bit of a look at that, though. But let's have a look. Okay, so if we do that... Oh, I just wanted to have a look at a brick factory here. See if we've got something on the mod list that makes sense. Brick factory. Let's highlight that one and just have a quick look. So if we go in here now we check our bricks. So this guy uses 33 tons of coal to do 51 tons of bricks. This one is exactly the same. So why? This guy might just look a little bit nicer and have its connections on a slightly better location, so we could actually just run that through that side. Okay, so let's see if we were to kind of do something like this, right? Let's just pop it in there for the time being. Let's suspend this construction and just check that we've got everything. So now the idea is, okay, I think we're fine. What we'll need to do is we'll need to trim this guy a little bit, and then what we'll need to do is we'll need to expand on a road that runs here. But honestly, I don't mind this being nice and tight there. I'm a little disappointed that we have to do this, though. Let's switch off the snapping. Oh, yeah, if we switch off the snapping, we'll be able to do that. I like it. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, let's leave it there. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want a nice big storage facility so that we can open storages. Okay. Do we not have proper open storage? We should have reasonable open storage. Let's have a quick look over here. Open storage. Right. This is a good one. I like that one. What is this? I want to have a look at that. And then these are non-train connections. That's a little funny one. Anyway, let's go here. So open storage. What is this guy? I want to see this guy in action. That is not an open storage. I'm definitely not building that. Can I get rid of that, please? No. How come? I'll probably have to do it here with the open storage on this side. There we go. So bring that one out. So that's fine. So now, if we wanted this guy. Ooh, this is potentially feasible. It's, however, if we do this, let's just see, can we get our connection here? Oh man, we can. This is going to be nice and tight, and we're going to have bricks here for ages. So the only issue that we'll have is whether the guys can actually get to the brickworks, but I think that's going to be just fine. Now, what is a little bit of a challenge for us here, I think, is, you know what? You know what? If we have a look at this guy. Okay, so what I'm tempted to do is we need to do a little bit of this, right? It doesn't need to be too sweeping. I kind of think we just do that, right? So that we're not doing anything crazy. So that gives us the return here. And I guess the question mark is, can we then also, that's a little tight, so we'll just pull it back there so we get in there as well. And then the question is, do we, well, that obviously won't work, so do we do something like this as a bit of a crossover? And I think the answer there is yes. And then at the same time we do, well, here, let's get our F4 on. So here, I guess we do this. That's not going to work. So the question mark here remains then. Can I do... I can do that. Okay, so maybe what we do is we get the extra one to come in, not from here, but there, and then it pops back out into that direction so that we're potentially not feeding that way. Feeding this way could be useful, though. You're coming in, well, let's see. You'll have to come in from both sides. Okay, so let's see. If we were to run the train... Okay, let's just get rid of this. Get rid of it. Get rid of this little section that we've got here that's obviously messing us up a little bit. Now, if we were to then... How close can we get it there before it stops working? So something like that is not ideal in the sense that you know what? We could absolutely get it to come off of this if we can make it fit. Because then it means you can go in any direction from here. My goodness. Anything we can do to make this work. Or alternatively, can we do it out here? If we do it directly there, can we not get it out? No? Oh yeah. Actually, switch off the F4 and let's see if we can make it any one of these other locations. Can we get it out there? No, we cannot. Can we get it? No. So let's see. Can we get it out a little closer here? Really not, huh? These guys are doing a great job. A great job. Okay, now let's try this again. I thought we had something that worked. If I got rid of this guy, right? And we'll switch it back in over there somewhere, just until we figure this out. It's a little tight because obviously I didn't plan this thought it was working. It was working a minute ago. Come on. If I go... There we go. So that seems to want to work, right? So if we do that, and we clear this, that will work and give us a little bit of room here, which we will need. And then from here you can go in any direction, really. So you'll just use this to kind of get yourself in there and back out. Yeah, so that's okay. I think that's absolutely fine. This is going to go in that way. I think that's reasonable. That means you can come in, get in there, go out that way. You have to come back down this way. You can't get in from this side. Which is, I guess, why we have the loop around that way. Okay, but I think the idea should be that we should also do this. There we go. So I think that is actually a good idea. All of these things, that's a little tight in that area, but I think it'll work, and we are... let's just get ourselves a mixed signal a little bit closer, and we'll come it out over there. So there we go. So all of that should work. Now we should be able to do the construction. I also think we'll be able to get our road connection going here, but I'll do it a little bit straighter, and then we'll do a little bit of this, and we'll do that. Oh, I like that. That looks really good. We'll get all of that in place. And what we can then do is get our crews to come start the construction process over here. I will also start the construction of this one, and I will commence the construction of that one again. So let's just get that moving. So now all of this stuff should start working. It's a slightly more complex rail situation here, but I like the idea that we've got a pretty good little compact area here, really making use of our space. Probably not ideal if we wanted to run any kind of power in there, but the power transmission will have to run between the rail on that side. What's going on over here? We are constructing pretty nicely on this side. Okay, that is awesome. That is moving. That is awesome. We're probably not stacking any of this. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. We are out of coal. We are using the coal as quickly as we can. Okay, so what that means is we need to add some more workers to this mix. So I'm going to buy ourselves another one. Look at that. Look at the money, guys. The money is starting to look pretty good. I'll go for the trams and I'll go for the speedy tram, which is this guy. We'll get another one of them going. I'm going to say, guys, you're going to be setting your line to the Sith coal workers there, and make a start for me, please. So let's get some extra workers out over this direction. We've got variety of construction items underway here. We would like to also then have a quick look if we go underground to build this one. Yeah. So let's get this one moving. I think for these, I'll just do a little slither like that. Actually, we'll tie all of them in so we can actually get a bit of a look and feel for what it's going to look like. Ooh, that's the wrong button. Let's get all of our construction items going over there. Can I get rid of those? Yeah, excellent. Good. What's happening with this? All of this should be built. So I think our water and sewage infrastructure is there. This should be underway. That is underway, but not as quickly as I would have liked. So let's assign a little bit more action there and a little bit more action over here. Try and move that. If we go underground, all of our infrastructure is there, right? Yeah, even our cables and everything is there. So this won't be powered just yet. So we're almost ready to start adding some more stuff in this area. I am Reconstruction in progress. Can we do this as a priority, please? People can still get their stuff, right? It's just slightly reduced in terms of its capacity. So let's do that. Let's quickly come on over here. Oh, beautiful. This stuff is starting to move. So let's make sure we're assigning everybody to the mix here so we can get these constructions going. Now, we have Cornoe Crossing Construction Office. I'm quite comfortable with that name. We need to buy some vehicles and they need to pick some stuff up and all these kind of things. So let's start off with some buses. Okay, so if I look at the speed of, actually the speed of buses. Okay, I don't want these. That is 100 kilometers an hour and 45 workers. That's not a bad bus to be popping in as our construction vehicle. This one is 85, so 100 is way better. We need to get them there as quickly as possible, but this is half the price, right? So we can get 2 of them, and that's a good size, right? Good size. At 85, I'm kind of tempted that these be the ones. We don't necessarily need them to go 100, so let's get maybe like, let's start off with like 3 of them. And what we'll do, they've got a nice little construction office look there, and we'll say you're going to go and grab your workers over there. So they might start bringing in workers straight away. Now, we will also need so a couple of dumpers. So let's grab ourselves some dumpers. And I would like a total capacity of dumpers. Oh, these guys are the good ones. So that's 14, this is 17, that's 13, 95, 92, 92. Cost-wise, I think these guys are the ones that we're going to do. I'm not going to be too bothered by this. So let's just get 1, 2, 3, 4 dumpers, okay? And the dumpers will be, the dumpers, forget about that. The dumpers, look at our sources, gravel will be assigned over here. You can get your gravel there. You can get your asphalt over here. And you're not going to pick up anything else. So you can immediately start working on those requirements. Now, the next thing we're going to want to do is get some concrete mixers, which we can also get underway straight away. So let's have a look at speed. 95 on these guys. 90, 11, 13 tons. I think we're going to go with these, or shall we do the KMZs? KMZ's a little quicker, so let's get 4 of these guys. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Can we change the color of these guys? Yes, I like it. There we go. Let's get some proper construction colors going. Okay, so now we've got concrete can be picked up. So it is costing us a fair bit to do this. So grab our concrete over here, please. The other items we will need to bring in over here. Steel and boards and all of these kind of things we'll need to bring in over here. This is nicely being done. Okay, what we can also maybe do, or should we wait a little bit? Let's wait a little bit with this and just see where we're going. This guy, to be honest, could already be signing auto search. Okay, so maybe not necessarily auto search. Where do we need workers everywhere? I mean, let's just do the auto search and see if that actually does anything. Let's do a bit of auto search. And we'll do about a 2K radius, and they should immediately jump into action and start bringing in some workers and who knows what else. Is there workers available here? Yeah, there are. So I'm guessing you should be moving, right? I mean, you can still bring in the stuff that you have access and availability to, right? Little surprised by it. I am a little surprised by it. Anyway, we're moving. We're doing our thing. Oh, now we should see a little bit more happening over here. Yeah. What's going on here? Nice. We're filling that guy. Ooh, we're not. Okay, so let's max out this guy here, so that we'll move a little bit more through that space. Our two trams should really be doing our thing now. Yeah, 70 workers there, so we should hopefully be a little bit more continuous in terms of the work that we're doing. All of that's fine. Let's continue construction over here. All kinds of stuff currently happening. I want to build these things, bring in some of the construction materials. Yeah, there we go. Getting some workers to do their thing. And over here, it's a bit slow going on these things, I think. But yeah, ultimately, what do we have in here? We have electronics, and we've got okay, well, and we've got mechanical components. Okay. So what we can do is grab us, I'm thinking, covered hulls, right? And we would like total capacity. KMZs are a good one. I'm going to go with the yellow. Right? Now, I can't see if that's the same color, but I guess it is. So let's do 1, 2 covered hulls. Yeah, I think that's just going to be fine. And then what we'll need to do is, in terms of mechanical components, you can pick it up over there, and electronic components, you can pick it up over there as well. So boards and bricks and prefabs and steel will all be picked up at this location. So let's do that one comes in there, that one does that, that one does that, and that one does that. But we don't have access to any of those things just yet. I'm guessing we can also do a couple of cranes. Let's just grab cranes. I don't know if I'm going to do roads from here. So an excavator, a crane, a road crane. Let's get some road cranes going. And we would like to do... What is that? Okay, we would like to do the effectiveness, right? Road crane speed level. So if we do speed... 92, 95, 27, 31, 28... 23, 21, 30. That's a pretty good one, but I think this guy is 31 and 92. Yeah, so I guess we'll get a couple of these guys. Can we color that reasonable kind of color? I guess that's reasonable. So let's get a couple of them going. Got it immediately off, but before we do that, can I see if we have a bit more of an orangey color, or we just have this bright yellow? That's fine. We'll just leave it as is. Doesn't really matter. Two of them are immediately off to the races. Okay, so here we go. We're starting to get some stuff moving. Let's get that under construction, and we need our border guys to be doing that. Getting the dumpers going. Okay, so here we need to that doesn't really matter what this is. It's going to be steel and boards and prefabs and bricks. So let's do steel. No, forget about it. Let's limit the amounts. And we're going to go 50% steel. Oh, sorry. So 50, 0, 0, 0, 0, 50, 0, 0. What does that look like? Yeah, I think that's reasonable. That's reasonable. Now, what we can do is we can immediately assign these guys to also drop it off over there. So please go ahead, add this to the mix, and unload for us steel over there as well. Right, whatever you can unload, go and unload it over there. So we're starting to bring in steel over here. Obviously, bricks will come from here. We'll drop off the bricks on this side, whether that be by rail or by whatever. But we'll get the bricks to go in there as well. Oops. get the bricks to go in there as well. And so we're slowly starting to get our construction crews ready to go. Now, we don't have open holes just yet. And obviously this is costing us a little bit of money to get this set up. But the idea is that we ramp up our production and our construction so that ultimately things will move a little quicker. I think we're still covered over here. Not quite as happy as I would have liked. Crime is still a pretty big unhappiness factor here. The question is, at some point, do we go the direction of allowing for a little bit of alcohol? Okay, so we've got some cranes assigned to these construction projects, waiting on some stuff to be delivered, so that's okay. We're importing prefab panels at the moment, right? How's this going? Is it done? Oh, one of them is done. Excellent. Excellent. We're busy moving a lot of stuff now. Not a lot of prisoners there. What's going on over here? And not a lot happening on that side. What's going on with our police station? No, police station seems to be managing the load. What's going on with our secret police? Are they doing everything they need? Yes, they're getting to everything. A little worried about all of our various different vehicles at the moment, and the costs of those vehicles and the maintenance of those vehicles. All of that becomes a bit of a challenge for us to deal with. We may have to ultimately end up with another kind of stop somewhere over here. There's one issue with this, though. I don't want us to ever run out here, so we would want to notify please when it's empty. And this is full as well. Notify when production stops, closed if temperature above. Oh, that's interesting. That's new. I don't think I've ever noticed that. If temperature is above 0. I don't know if that's smart, though. I don't know, because, I mean, above 0, they'll still have some issues. We've got the water here, but there's just no power to kind of distribute it, but I think that's fine. And its temperature is toasty as well, so filled up with water and nice and toasty in terms of temperature, so that's doing well, doing its thing. These guys are kind of supporting where they can. We're starting to see some steel being dropped off here, and I'm guessing we've got a limit in terms of what we're actually going to provide. 30% of that is a lot. 30% of 500, so it's fine. Ultimately, we want to fill up all of these things and start to move some steel and stuff around. No, stop doing that. Stop. This is not the plan. 0, tab 0, tab 50, tab 50, tab 0, tab 0, tab 0, and go. Now, what can I do? Do I have any kind of road vehicle anywhere that I can use to quickly move these things around? I guess I need to get an open hole. Well, let's see. Let's see if we actually start to run into trouble. I'll just drag it from there. So the guys won't actually bring new stuff, but it should actually empty out. So let's get a couple of open holes going. So if we say, grab me some open holes, please. And we're looking at speed. Yeah, the KMZs are pretty good. 17, 18. Wow. Might be even better. This guy is tiny. Well, not tiny, but yeah, KMZ with crane. So what does that mean if it's got a crane? It unloads quicker. What's the... I have no idea. 18 tons, 17 tons, 10 tons, 1.8. No, none of this. Okay, so I guess we're going to go with these guys. Give me a yellow. Is that a yellow? Does look like a red to me. How come I don't have a yellow? Well, then we're going to go with the red color. And alternatively, we can go with this guy and we'll get the same color. It's a little cheaper as well. I'm just going to do that. Grab me one, 2, 3, 4. I think that should do the trick. Wow, everybody's moving, jumping away. Going to pull in here. They're going to grab. I think they're going to pull from here. Yes, no, maybe. Not at all. At least we'll move. Seems like they don't want to do it. Anyway, moving a lot of stuff at the moment, so hopefully all of that's doing its thing. We could certainly recommence that construction there. Okay, things are moving. We've got, this is running flat out. This is still full. Is this filling up? Not really. Is this filling up? Not really. So I guess we are trying our best to get things moving, but I think it's still fine for now. We just need to keep an eye on it. We don't want, well, it's going to notify me of empty all the time now. So I guess I won't do that. Okay, guys, I think we're going to leave it there. We're starting the construction journey here. All right, we're starting this construction journey. Can we see if this is walkable? It is walkable. I like that. From our existing bus stop, this is walkable. So this should have construction. Let's assign additional construction crews to this. We want that guy to go over there as well. So we should be able to start producing our own bricks fairly soon. And that should be pulled out into this. So that's okay. And we could maybe make a start on this, or I think we're still covered with what we've got over here. So I think all of that is okay. And if we go back over here, we've finished both of our bridges, just the one. The other one is fairly close to being done. And then hopefully we can kind of prioritize going in that direction. So let's quickly go through here and suspend the construction on the stuff we don't want the guys to start working on. Suspend all of this, so that the crew can focus its attention on running through here. And then what we'll do is we'll suspend this construction for the time being. It'll go through there. Then we'll suspend this construction for the time being. And then it'll go through here. And what we'll do is we'll suspend this construction for the time being. And then it'll finish its journey all the way there. So I think that is good. That is good. That's good. I like that. It's working. I think that's okay. This I wish we could use this. If not, we'll have to make a plan. I'll have to come and collect this over here and move it through to the other side, I think. I don't want to lose that 20 tons of steel that's sat over there. The next thing we should start looking at as well as doing the power, but we'll need to ramp up some of our production here a fair bit. Okay, let's have a look. It's January the 1st. I'm going to pause the game. We're going to pop into this. We're going to look at last month. We're going to look at our exports. Our exports is not doing more than I thought it would, right? I mean, it's not doing more, and I thought it would do more. So 140 here and 60 there is very stock standard. Our imports, however, has got just a little slither of coal. Crops is a big number. Chemicals is a little bit bigger than I would like, but that's okay. And then iron is a big number. So the electronics will be there. So I think actually our imports are starting to stabilize well. It's a little bit lower than what it should be necessarily. These things, we should really not be importing those. Prefabs, bricks cost nothing. Bricks cost almost nothing. Same with prefabs, almost nothing. But yeah, all in all, I think we're doing well. If we look at the P&L, there's obviously a lot of vehicles that was bought there. So if we were to reduce that number, we would have had a pretty healthy number come in, right? We would have had like 80,000 or something at least. No. We had like 80,000. No, we didn't. Yeah, we would have had like 80,000. Yeah. That's way more than that. So something like that would have been quite useful. But I think we'll obviously stop purchasing vehicles right now. These vehicles, got these vehicles doing their thing. I do need to somehow look at how we're bringing in our various things. I'll probably need to buy a few trucks, get a distribution office to run some stuff in, or I can use this one over here, which is just basically dumpers that we no longer need. Yeah, so I might look at using the Novigrad imports over there to fill up the stock of the stuff that's a little bit more less pricey. So like the boards the boards we have nothing, and the prefabs, and then the bricks shouldn't be too far off. I think when we get our own bricks to come in from there. So yeah, so just so that this construction facility here can be a little bit more useful to us. But I think things are moving. I mean, the buildings are coming up and so on. So excellent. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching. If you've got some comments, please leave them down below. Tell me what you think is of our industrialization. We will continue our journey in the next episode. If you have a quick look over here. Yeah, we need to get some more trucks over here as well. Otherwise, that's going to stop at some point. Yeah. Anyway, we'll continue the journey in the next episode. I will see you then. Bye-bye.